Hello, Merry Christmas. This is a Christmas song. Four seasons coming on. Four seasons. Do your best to sing along when it's Christmas. This timelessness here. A fifth part is bonded to perceive, so prepare. The tree lights. I forgot. The tree lights round and between. The sounds of the music, all Christmas theme. Okay, thank you for your participation. This is an original, heard only here, original Christmas music. This is also about the science, about the reality, the shared identity the four seasons have. And with a fifth part bonded also. Five-part harmony. Okay, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/user/Romulus Wall. My name is Anthony Wall. Anthony Wall was taken. So let me give a shout out to Anthony Wall, a famous golfer from Ireland, who I don't know. So, but Anthony Wall, we have the same name. Who train? All right, thank you. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you. And understand the science of this YouTube channel, Algebraic Consciousness. I tell it best, boxing is the science to share this identity too. The course of seasons gone and coming through. Boxings. I tell you true. I tell you things. So thank you for coming out this evening. We also need to set up boxing, which is one of the mean stacking we're to do. If I have one person, you could who wants to play this YouTube game. Original here also, only to this YouTube channel, which is a game where we claim our area forsaken, or we claim that we're gonna do it we're gonna claim other people. But what we want is like where they have big people stacking. That's involved, that's employed by a breaching method that was/is using human opinions, using the human fact sheet nature as victims, but always only capable of being and staying victim predators for how that then is defended and that was engineered. All that is manifest with the lipoaggressions with that. The lipoaggression cover up nature's needs styles. The treatments of Congress through observable through Fox News and through CNN. I watched it. They are, every day they hear many pray. They have all kinds of interbranch where they prevent the presumption of innocence consciously because they are making things up. They're fabricating falsified inculpatory evidences. Also as human trafficking roles, attaching people to fake locations. And also as people stacking roles, switching names of officers, involving them with this way, with other crimes too at the same time. Also how they have recorded tactical self-valued uses of themselves remotely through how they have uses of all hiding each other. Police forms intercities. Worse than interstates maintain criminally foreign influence uses of each identity of the ground location, let alone each person. That's what this trap was originally instilled. What put slavery, what put St. Nicholas into jail is a semi-ancient trap and method to perpetually play it. Everyone's self-value. The states and areas and locations of all modern nations individually grouped and together, incapable of defending their fact treatment nature, positive treatments, identity treatments, justifications in us at the same time, from what exploited, and it continues to exploit that remotely, leading up to and in the World Trade Center attack. They have already used Congress remotely as an individual branch of government. Every individual of Congress, every group, including male, female, this much debriefed, this much altogether. Same as every modern nation in the same semi-ancient trap. Motivations, for example, defenses of the science is abridged. Defend that's imperfect world is a phrase that is recorded, confessed, and demonstrated, having been involved with and being involved with that which kept employed originally and still. Roles with that already entrenched before our founding parents, modern nations. That which was already interlocations, areas, and states, and intersciences, abridged as an identity to the ground relationship to the engineering of our quality of fact treatment nature. By this identity, that is the bonded four parts of the seasons, and with another semi-nature bonded also, bonded by what is greater than that, not as another semi-nature, but as a complete nature of relationship to itself, and the value of that. Boxings. I tell all things the best. Boxing was revealed by the ancients. See, we have the I forgot how they call them. They have the Queensberry rules. The Queensberry rules for boxing that were established around the time of the Civil War in America, around 1860 to 1865, which is everyone was invested to positions regarding what that was about, regarding the preservation of our history that not by accident left out that breaching method, that which tactically forced denatured, tactically worse than semi-unsafe zoning laws, written acceptations of our quality of fact treatment nature foundation on top of a actual all identity of the ground locations, areas, states, tactically denatured, not just overtly as urban pathology of infrastructure of means to it was engineered, is engineered. All blamed other things other than themselves. That was engineered too. No one realized that. This was sophistication here since before us. When I use words like sophistication, algebraic consciousness, everything with this channel is about, this is about we're using what is no theater, what is no sequence nature, but it is, I mean, in other words, it is all identities of sequence nature at once have a value and have a value progression system that will take away or gain Earth's distinct and non-distinct relationship to the rest of space nature as the phenomenon of its identity of relationship to itself. And as the value of that here where Earth has our increasing identity as five bonded semi-natures. That coupling, for example, with 3 years, 1,095 days, that couples That trinity is coupled with with the increasing value of Earth distinctly and non-distinctly in the rest of to the rest of space nature. Where and this is in relationship to where the one on the right side of the zero and where one on the left side of the zero at zero. And the one is on the left side of it, I mean the right side of it at 10. And this is increasing more and more identities of forever nature. Forever nature that is positive or negative in relationship to its identity of relationship to itself and the value of that, which will only stay positive onto itself. All exceptions in exception nature are in demonstration of that, such as Leith of Hadizes. Leith of Hadiz would most probably have been defined by the ancients as forced space nature transfer. It is necessary to understand observably how it recorded effectively. Each of the sciences are victims, the stewards of them are victims, defending those sciences abridged. Now I have to study this, but I'm pretty sure, for example, it's always repeated. They say always form the present participle by adding ing to a verb. But what about ly? So that believe that would be a present participle. See, we have, but this is also even if that's not right, which is demonstrable that you can't explain English right without speaking about nature and about understanding nature's how it is identity as an identity of volume with an identity of relationship to and with the value of that. So water is an identity of volume distinct from earth, soil. Sand is an identity of volume distinct from soil. And note how each thing makes a different type of soil. So, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Good night. Have a good day. Have Merry Christmas.